and we won't be able to see the forest for the trees. This is kind of an older saying, and it gets lost on some people, but we've all been in the big city and driven towards the forest, right? And as we're driving, we see this big cluster of trees and we say, look, there's the forest, we're going camping. And as we drive closer to the forest, we stop seeing this big cluster of trees, the forest, and we start seeing trees individually. So we can no longer see the forest for the trees. So this can happen in a shopping experience as well. Let's say I'm a cannabis connoisseur, and I know I would like an indica. I would like to purchase an indica flower so I can smoke it to go to sleep. And I go to the dispensary and I see that they have 64 options of flower on their menu. I will be extremely overwhelmed, even though I'm a connoisseur and I know what I like. If I see that there's 6 strains on the menu that I like, it's just too many options. And so in that example, you know, if you have a tiered menu that appeals to the price point of different patients or guests or customers, consumers, and then you have a variety on the spectrum from time of day, indica, sativa, hybrid, and then within those, then we would have different potencies. So that would appeal to the dose, right? And an example I like to use here is Trader Joe's. And if you've never been to a Trader Joe's, I'm so sorry. You need to go. It's amazing. So the thing I like to think about there is that they have a fantastic variety of product there, a great product selection. If I go in there and I say, I'm making chili, I go around, I can find all the ingredients to make the chili, but there'll be one option for each ingredient. There'll be one kind of kidney bean, one kind of black bean, one kind of diced tomato, one kind of chili seasoning. Now, one day I may be making a tomato sauce and I'll say, dang it, Trader Joe's, you only have diced tomatoes, but no diced tomatoes with Italian seasoning. Guess what? Trader Joe's also has Italian seasoning. So I can just spice up those tomatoes. Same thing goes with your product selection in the dispensary. You can have just a couple options for each of those methods of consumption and time of day. But at the end of the day, the cannabis connoisseur can add a little extra oregano, if you know what I mean. You know, you can always spice it up. You can always add more. And so don't overwhelm people with a huge, huge selection.